My wife cheated on me with my brother and got pregnant. Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, we've got a story from our /surviving infidelity where Op's wife cheated on me with his brother who had AIDS and got pregnant. Before we start, if you have any personal stories of relationship issues and problems that you and your significant other faced, that you want to share, feel free to email them to me. Let's get started. Original story. My wife, 24F, and I, 23M, have been married for 4 years. We've had our ups and downs over that time period, but near the end toward D-Day, things were really bad. Throughout the lockdown, we would sometimes go to my grandparents' house to check on them. My estranged, jobless, bum of a brother lives with them. He and I were never close, mainly due to the way he's treated me and the rest of the family over the past 6 years or more, and my grandparents are the only people in the family who will house him because he refuses to get a job. While over there, I noticed that he was trying harder and harder to spend more time with us and come over more and more frequently. My grandparents took this as a sign that we should reconcile and become close. However, his behavior with my wife was always suspicious to me. It turns out that while we were there at some point, they exchanged numbers and started texting frequently. They eventually started meeting up, and one thing led to another. They had sex on 4 occasions, once in my home in bed while I was at a friend's house. They were holding hands under the covers at my grandparents' house while the 3 of us watched movies, and he would hold her inner thigh all right next to me. She tells me she never loved him and that she loves me and wants our marriage to work. This has me in shambles and I don't know what to believe. I would expect this behavior from him, but I never saw this coming out of her. Even worse is the fact that my mother-in-law recently told me that this is my fault and that I pretty much laid the groundwork for this to happen. I've cut my brother off for good. My wife wants to reconcile. It's been 2 months. My heart hurts every day. Edit number 1, I chose to attempt reconciliation after quite a long time of deliberation. Things were fine for a while, but I recently discovered that they were in contact again. She swears that nothing physical happened again, but she still lied. Also, my brother is currently HIV positive. I just got a blood test, and I'm negative, so that's something I guess. Safe to say, I'm pretty much over all this crap. Edit number 2. A while back I posted about the affair my wife had with my brother and about how I was considering reconciliation. That was ultimately the path I chose. My brother currently has AIDS. He did when she was sleeping with him, but he lied to her about his sexual orientation. I have been tested and so has she. Both results are negative. I felt so angry that she could put my health at risk for the sake of her selfishness. I also found out that they had been chatting for weeks following my decision to reconcile, essentially undoing all of the progress I thought we made. She would call him on the phone, then delete the record. I found out by looking online at her call history. At this point, I feel that I have nothing to work with, and I probably should have left when she confessed that she was having an affair with my brother. So long story short, I'm getting a divorce. Update. It's been quite a while since I have given an update about this situation and a lot has happened, but I'll try to keep this short. A brief recap, about 10 months ago, my wife confessed to having an affair with my brother, and I tried to forgive her initially. Her parents blamed the whole thing on me and there were multiple fights. Everyone I know tried injecting their opinion onto me. She became pregnant shortly thereafter. It comes out that my brother is HIV positive, and she exposed me to it. I then found out she and my brother were still in contact with each other one day while looking at the phone records, and decided that enough is enough. I kicked her out of my house and she currently lives in her parents' basement 1 state over. So she has finally given birth. The baby is healthy. Yesterday I received the result of the paternity test between my brother and me, and I am the father. It was a grueling 9 months of keeping my guard up out of uncertainty that this baby is even mine, to begin with, but I can breathe now and relax. So the divorce is pending now. Unfortunately, I couldn't file while she was pregnant because of paternity concerns with the court, so I've had to wait 9 months. Now that that's behind me, I can file and get this nightmare over with and move on with my life. We've been living apart now for 6 months. I haven't been this happy in a long time. Additionally, I am HIV free. I'll let you all know when the divorce is finalized. I'll probably throw a party at that time. Before we take a look at some replies by other Redditors, take a moment to like the video to show your support to the channel. Don't forget to leave your own opinion on the story in the comments down below. Now let's look at some comments. I honestly don't get how your brother can do that. My brother is married and I would never even think of sleeping with his wife. That's just sick. I am glad you kicked both people out of your life. I simply don't understand parents who still take the side of their cheating child and even rationalize his/her actions. It's a common but ugly mindset. I do hope you throw a party and celebrate your win later on. You're taking the necessary steps to make yourself happy. Wow, this story is similar to my own. I dated a man who at the time seemed like a perfect fit choice for me. No red flags, we traveled together without arguing, we were crazy for one another and everything looked perfect on paper and off for that matter. Well, after we started to settle into the relationship and right as I was just confirming our first pregnancy, a truth bomb dropped. He was carrying on an active affair with his brother's wife. I left him at around 14 weeks of pregnancy to live with my family and try to figure out what to do. To make a long story short, he completely abandoned our daughter. He married his brother's wife and had a child with her. His brother has a child with her as well. I've never been more confused, disgusted, and hurt in my life. He still has nothing to do with our daughter, who is the same age as the daughter he had with his brother's wife. I'm sorry you have to feel this pain too. Well, sadly now you can only cut one of the losers completely out of your life. As far as your soon-to-be ex-wife, I would just only talk to her about your child. It just amazes me how many horrible people there are out there. Shit like this is why I believe cheating should be a criminal offense, sexual assault. I would never knowingly consent to have intercourse with someone who is also sleeping with someone else, especially someone who has HIV. By lying to us, they take away our right to informed consent. I'm sorry you have gone through this, it sounds horrific. I hope you live an amazing life and leave these two in the past to live with the consequences of their decisions. Sorry for this situation, your health and welfare come first. She needs help, but that has nothing to do with you. You must move on and have nothing to do with her anymore. Yes, you are hurting, but remember this: when one door closes, another door opens, and a better relationship with yourself. Improve yourself, honor yourself, and the universe will respond in kind. People mention dodging a bullet on here up. You dodged a whole war zone. Not sure whether to congratulate you on the birth of your son because, unfortunately, it will keep you tied to your soon-to-be ex-wife for pretty much ever. Great that you are free of AIDS. I hope that your family is giving you the support you need. Good luck. What do you think about all of this? Do you think Op did the right thing? Let us know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Hit the notification bell to make sure you never miss an upload.